Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Gators kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Give to the running back, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer. And Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ball. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Ball. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Stepping to the right. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll keep it on the ground. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
30 short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The run inside. It's Pryor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got a man, it's Mays. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Calls his own number. Got enough for the 1st. Breaks away in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Looking for a man. It's Pruitt. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Snags it and he's open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing the strike.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Jackson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route.
Escape! Eagle! Escape!
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. As the Gators head for the locker room by the head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He might want another play. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and
Makes the grab and room to run. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Off the play play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught by Coleman. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Hawkins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Maybe some room here. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cowboys. That one will give them the lead.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Try to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll give it on the counter. Finds a little space. Picks up the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Right down the gut of the field. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pressure coming. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Sweet cut there. Makes the grab in their space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, He's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Running the red zone. It's Pryor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Got enough for the 1st. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And they're able to get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He's turning it on. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
where there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Looking for room. It's Hawkins. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more